Hi, I'm Hilary Halstead Scott. Welcome to the Halstead Jewelry Minute. Hi, today we're going to talk about gold filled, how the material is made, and the differences between yellow gold filled and rose gold filled. So first, let's talk about construction. Gold filled is a layered product. The core material in gold filled is always jeweler's brass. On the surface, there is a thinner layer of gold that is bonded with heat and pressure to create a layered laminate. This gold layer must be at least 5% of the overall product weight by law. That 5% is much thicker than the gold layer in plating, which is just a fraction of a percentage. So next, let's talk about alloys. The gold on the surface of gold filled is an alloy, which means a mixture of metals. As you can see in this graphic, a 14-karat gold alloy is 58% gold, with the remainder being a mixture of copper, zinc, and silver. A 12-karat alloy would have slightly less gold at 50%, though the remainder would still be a mixture of copper, zinc, and silver. Now, if you want to change the color of that gold alloy on the surface, you would increase the level of copper in the alloy to give the rose gold filled its nice reddish or pink hue. So if you see this comparison of the side-by-side pie charts, the yellow 14-karat gold filled has much less copper than the rose gold filled. But you'll notice the gold content in each of these alloys is the same. So some limitations to gold-filled material. You'll notice that because this is a layered product, gold-filled cannot be cast. That would melt the metals together, and it would no longer technically be gold-filled. Similarly, you have to be very careful when you're soldering gold-filled so that you don't melt all the metals into one big blob, which will turn into a black scar and would ruin your jewelry. When finishing gold-filled, be careful with abrasives and sanding, because if you're working on the surface of the material, you're actually removing gold content, and you can reduce that mandatory 5% gold weight in the product. One last thing to be aware of with gold filled is that you must always refer to the product by the complete name gold filled. Shortening the description to just gold is inaccurate and is also illegal. Thanks for joining us, and have a great day.